So LifeFiles.com, Javid here, and we got Hollywood royalty in the house today. Jaden Smith, what's going on, man?
Man, I'm just chilling, making my music.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
What you working on today?
I'm actually finishing up the cool tape, and just finishing up and, you know, sharpening the edges of the project so it's ready to go out soon.
So you got a couple joints too with Justin Bieber. Like, what's the relationship like with you guys? Like, how'd you meet up, and you know, y'all gonna do any stuff in the future?
We first met doing Never Say Never, and then we kind of like just became like we were just kind of. I thought that we were just gonna do it, and then you know whatever. But we ended up getting each other's numbers, and like he's one of my best friends now. So we did a couple of joints, and you know, they were I liked them. I thought they were dope. I had a great time doing them, you know what I mean? And we had initially gonna do like a project together, and then I just decided not to do that. I wanted to do my own thing. Like I didn't want people to always attach me to him, you know?
What's your fashion inspiration, or do you just go on what you feel?
You know, I have like this image in my head of what I think like an amazing fashion person looks like. You know, and I like really just try to take whatever I would want to wear, and I just put it on. And sometimes we get criticized for it. We give 2 months, everybody be wearing it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I really like just that skater look, and wake up in the morning, just throw some clothes on, and still looking fly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, I get a lot of my fashion just from things that I see, inspiration that comes in just out in the day. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that I'm like a fashion guru or anything. I just put on stuff to go skate, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes people like it, sometimes they don't. These are just random skate shoes. What are these? America's, and like a Topshop this, and just Misfit tee and a Misfit pants. This is my company that I make. And it's basically just like a skate lifestyle company. And yeah, that's what I basically wear the same thing every day.
So you have your own fashion line now?
Yeah.
So tell us about that. How did you get into that?
Well, it started off with the music.
Okay.
You know? And then in my raps, I would always refer to me and my friends as Misfits, right?
Okay.
And then we trademarked it, and then we started making the shirts and stuff and everything, and I started really to get into fashion. And then once I started really getting into fashion, then I started making everything. I got my sister involved, and then it's like a full-on thing that we're doing now, and that's where I get all my like cheetah pants and zebra pants, and you know, I probably get criticized most from that.
Yeah.
You know.
So what I mean, like all this reality show stuff going on right now. Do you see yourself ever doing a reality show, like in the future? Is this something that you enjoy when you? I mean, when you're sitting at home, I don't know if you watch this stuff, but if you're sitting at home flipping the channels, you're like, you know what? I should do one of these about, you know, my life and my friends, or you're not really feeling it.
I watch like Steve Jobs interviews. I don't really watch TV.
That's good.
You know, like I like stopped watching TV when I turned like 10.
Wow.
Because like my parents were like, TV's like really bad for you. And they're like, oh, like I watch like movies I like to see, Steve Jobs interviews, stuff that's gonna make me smart, and then go to sleep.
That's good.
I always have to go to sleep with the TV on though, so I'm always watching something. I just don't like watching TV. Like I don't like being sold something every like 5 minutes. Commercial comes up.
Yeah.
Buy our.
How do you avoid it with, like, you know, your family being so heavy in entertainment? Is it hard, or you know, if you guys know when one of you has something coming up, you'll turn the TV on and say, all right, let me check this out. And other than that, not really.
I mean, we have iPhones now. Like if I want to see if we have something coming up, I'll just Google it.
Yeah.
You know?
So, I mean, your first movie, Pursuit of Happiness. I mean, I really like that movie. How was it acting with your dad? And, I mean, you guys played father and son, but it was like a much different father and son than what your real life was actually like. How was that? Was it?
It was pretty cool. It was cool. You know, we're working together. It's all fun, you know, until we get into the scene, and then we're both very serious about it. But it was cool. It was fun having that experience with my dad, you know. Because he really taught me a lot of stuff that he knows.
Yeah.
Almost everything he knows about acting on that one movie.
So when you did Karate Kid, it was more by yourself? It was more like...
No, he was there. He was there as much as he was in Pursuit of Happiness. He's always there.
What's been the best advice that you've gotten? Either from your parents or from someone out of your parents, like getting into this game?
My dad one time told me, he was like, the only time you should lie is when someone's holding a gun to your head and says, okay, lie. or I'm gonna shoot you, you know? And that really stuck with me. I think about that a lot. And like, I used to not be really honest with girls, and then I dropped this song called Starry Room, and then I was like, started turning over a new leaf, like, okay, now I'm like completely honest with girls all the time. They just get mad at me. I put up Give It To 'Em, Gonzos, and Pumped Up Kicks. Those are, you know, freestyle joints, party joints, just to tell people that I'm like trying to be an artist. But those like have no comparison, and they're not they're nowhere near what you heard in there, you know? They're nowhere near what I have coming out, you know? So it's just bothering me that was happening. And I had recently gotten out of a relationship, and then I like make songs all the time, so I made this song that like was really like heartfelt for me, and it like some of my best lyrics. And I was like, you know what, me and that girl's anniversary had been coming up, so I was like, I'm just gonna drop it. And it happened to be on a
How long were y'all together? Anniversary? 6 years? 10 years?
Well, it's like a month of
Okay.
It's like a month anniversary, you know, teens. I'll probably finish this song. I want to hang out with some girls and go skate and stuff. That's how I get my inspiration.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Does your sister play too?
That's another song. My sister can like make up her own songs on there. Just a little something.
Now I feel bad. I should have taken the piano.
Just a little something.